Johannesburg Water has urged residents to continue using the resource sparingly. It's after Rand Water lifted Stage 2 water restrictions in 3 Gauteng metros due to the recovery of reservoirs. Johannesburg Water spokesperson Puleng Mopeli joins us now for more. Puleng, good evening to you. Thanks for your time. I see here that you're saying Stage 1 water shedding will continue, despite the fact that, the reservoirs and dam levels have picked up. What does that mean?
Good evening, Kathy. And just to correct you there, we have never water-shedded anyone in the city of Johannesburg. It's been partial restrictions all across the city of Johannesburg. So what we mean is that level 1 restrictions means that it's implemented every year. Let's start there. It's implemented every year from the 1st of September until the 31st of March. So this is where you say people need to use water still sparingly, and they can water their gardens, but between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. because you know what happens when you water your garden when the sun it's scorching hot. So we need not to be complacent because now that our bulk supplier has lifted their restrictions, we are looking at the next 3 months, hot months, in the city of in Gauteng and in South Africa as a whole, in fact. And if I take you back, the reason why there were stage 2 restrictions, it was because of high demand and the heat wave. So we're looking at the next coming 3 months where there will still be high demand and there will still be hot conditions. So hence we are saying, please work with us. We can work with our communities to reduce supply, and we can be able to reduce consumption, and we can be able to do what we do best, and that's giving them supply throughout the next coming months.
When you say that the restrictions have been in place for some time, from how long ago?
It's been years now. I think when we introduced the level 1 restrictions, it dates back to 2016, where we were saying during our summer months, your spring and summer months, please let's work together, because we know that the demand is high. There is swimming pools, there is watering of gardens. But then I think this year we have been graced by good rains, especially now. And people can use the rainwater to water their gardens. They can to fill their pools instead of using piped water.
So Puleng, just to understand you clearly, it sounds to me that level 1 restrictions are more about a public campaign to encourage people to use water, under serious advisement given the recommendations that you've put forward, rather than it is about you restricting the supply of water.
That's correct, Kathy. It's a campaign to say, especially during the hot months, because that's when we know that there is high demand of water and there is increased consumption of water. So it's more like a campaign to say, let's continue using water sparingly, so that when we are approaching the heat waves are still going to hit us in Gauteng. So yeah, it's more like a campaign.
So why is it called water restrictions then?
It's because we are encouraging people to use water during specific times, like when the watering of gardens and irrigation. People can do it between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. And unlike what they will normally do, irrigating their gardens or watering their gardens during daylight.
All right.
That's why they are called restrictions.
All right. Puleng Mopeli, we'll leave it there for tonight. Thanks for your time. She's the spokesperson for Johannesburg Water.